Okay, so if you're not familiar with the software-defined radio, I've showed this a couple times in my posts. I thought maybe I'd talk a little bit about it more specifically because I did kind of talk about it as a tool in my latest post on urban movement. So this might be something that you could think about from a signals monitoring standpoint or many other things, but it's a very, very powerful tool. So what it is basically it's a TV dongle antenna that is basically runs a special software that allows it to analyze any kind of radio waves, essentially. So you can use it for lots of different things, but you can primarily, what I talked about in my post was about signals monitoring and be able to monitor all types of signals without having to have an expensive radio setup or antenna array or anything like that. Very, very simple. So this can work well for a single individual or multiple people coordinating with each other. So many different functions. I have all the more details in the post on there if you're interested. But a couple things on here is one of the neat things about it is it can interface with your cell phone. And one of the cool things too is you can also run it off of just a simple Raspberry Pi. And so in this configuration, I can do a lot of things. One of the things I've been messing around with recently is running it with a program called Salamandra and using it as essentially a bug sniffer or audio sniffer, in a hotel room or Airbnb. But you can do lots of different things aside from listening to radio stuff. You can decode your APRS packets. If you saw my video a few weeks ago on sending clandestine or covert communications using APRS, this can receive those messages to many different things, triangulating radio frequencies and knowing where they're being broadcasted from, and all sorts of, as I said, all sorts of stuff. Another project down the line that I'd like to get into eventually is creating, using this to set up my own ISMI catcher or Stingray. But